All right, we got the TRX push-up, Superman, and tricep extension. All three work from the same base position, which is hip is straight, and a posterior pelvic tilt, which basically means their back shouldn't be arched like this. It should be tucked under like that. My pelvis is tilting backwards like this. So if anything, their back should be slightly rounded. So watch my hip and my back here as I get into position. My low back, this is what you're looking for. You're making sure it's not super arched. And we're going into the push-up first, which is probably the easiest of the three to teach. I'm lowering myself low enough that my chest is almost touching my hands and then back up. So full range of motion, none of this half rep stuff. Nobody's gonna benefit from that. All the way down and back up. Now the most common mistake you're gonna see people make is this. Watch my hip, is that. And it's gonna happen for two reasons. Either they have bad body awareness or the angle that they're trying to do it at is too tough. So for beginners, have them step forward, make that angle a little bit easier, make them aware of their hip, so their hip and their chest is going forward. And if their hip is straight, their heels should be off the ground. Watch this, when I do it wrong, my heels stay down. So if your heels are touching the ground, your hip's probably out of position. Okay, so hip goes forward, chest goes forward, full range of motion, and then back up. The Superman works off of this position. Again, with beginners, just have them step forward to make it a little bit easier. My arms are gonna be straight, but not locked out. And I'm just gonna reach forward. I should feel my abs right about here, and then I come back up. And notice I'm stopping my arms before they pass my ear. The reason for that is you don't want them to unnecessarily torque on their shoulder joint by going super far with the shoulders. So if they need to make it tougher, instead of going further, which risks them really pulling on their shoulder, make the angle tougher. So here I feel this a lot more, but I'm still stopping my arms before they pass my ears, and I come right back up. So again, don't let them go further than that. If they have a really weak shoulder and a tight shoulder, that's a recipe for disaster. The tricep extension I find to be the toughest one to teach beginners, and it's because the most important thing is that your elbow is bending like this, but it's not moving up or down. And they have to close this all the way, full range of motion. Posterior pelvic tilt, my hands are in front. I'm gonna bend my elbows. Look at my elbows, okay? Completely closed. My elbows are by my eyes, and then I straighten them to stand myself back up. I'm not letting my elbows go up like this, because again, it's just unnecessarily pulling on my shoulder joint. I'm keeping those elbows down by my eyes. They should be in my peripheral view, and then I straighten my elbows. And again, if they're having trouble, make the angle a lot easier. And then one small thing for that is some people do feel elbow or wrist discomfort. So you can hold it in this neutral grip position, not on the rubber handle, but right above that. This is another way to do it if it bugs their elbows. Boom, my elbows closed, elbows are by my eyes, and then straighten out your elbows.